these tunes?
I don't know. It seems pretty natural for us.
Yeah.
We work pretty quickly, we work really consistently.
Yeah.
When we're home, we write and record, and then we go out on tour and
you do it all over.
Play music.
I read somewhere you guys got like kind of addicted to that, writing and just making a record.
Yeah, well, as a form of meager subsistence in terms of the little amount of the small amount of money that we make, it kind of has to perpetuate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll find ourselves stuck in a rut.
Yeah.
Psychologically and monetarily.
Yeah. Okay, so you gotta keep it fresh, keep it going.
Yeah.
Title, where does that come from? What does that mean?
I don't know.
2.7 years. I googled it.
I think that well, we wrote a song called 1,000 Days.
Yeah.
And then we had a 5-minute conversation about what to name the record, and that was the idea of naming it after the song, and then we were like, yeah, that sounds good. It sounds appropriate. I think that we're pretty. I mean, it kind of feels like an homage to, or a tribute to the process of making a record.
Yeah.
Making a historical document of what we've been doing and thinking about, and eating and drinking and screaming and playing and listening to, and where we've been living. It's a way of condensing all of that time into 2.7 years.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. With this record.
Well, Ganglion Reef we recorded in a home studio in San Pedro.
Yeah.
Called Cali Mucho.
Okay.
And that's run by some people from this band White Knight, and that are affiliated with Recess Records.
Okay.
And the second record was recorded at the hangar, the dock in Sacramento. Yeah. By Chris Woodhouse.
Yeah.
And that was like probably the most professional recording experience any of us had ever had, where there was like a schedule and a deadline, and we just tracked it all, and then we were in for a week, and then we left with a record, and that was it. And with 1,000 Days, we really wanted to do something that had a little more flexibility to it on our part, where we didn't have to like leave.
You didn't want to go, you didn't have to go, type of thing.
Exactly, and if nothing worked out, then that was okay.
Yeah.
Like we had a kind of economic record-making process where we just recorded in our practice space to save money, and then spent like our budget on recording or mixing and overdubbing in a studio. And that part was really, if addicting is a word being tossed around, that part was really being able to run an analog board is pretty exhilarating.
Something you'll continue to do in the future.
I think so. Yeah. I think that might be my favorite place musically. It's not really playing an instrument or singing or anything, but it's just controlling all the auxiliary machines and hardware.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a tech person per se, or I don't drool over hardware or anything, but having sound coming off of tape running through this matrix of machinery that's massaging and like sculpting the sound is a pretty cool feeling, especially when you're drinking a lot of coffee.
Yeah,
and
nice. No, you can tell just by you talking like that, it's a passion. Obviously, that's really a cool little description there. Some of the tones and effects you get. So maybe your favorite pedal that's giving you your best guitar tone. There was a really crazy one in the last song, that really like chunky, fuzzy one.
Yeah, that's all this Eventide pedal.
Okay.
It's just an Eventide pitch factor. I'm finding myself very reliant on it sonically.
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of fills a lot of space, and it's also pretty, what's the word?
Versatile?
Intrusive, or it just kind of cuts through everything, and it has like really odd characteristics or character to the tone.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
even type pitch factor.
There you go.
And the fuzz pedal I use is a Death by Audio Fuzz World. So
Nice.
go pick one up.
I mentioned
That's the question, I guess, for us as well. We're just, I mean, we're gonna get home and pick up where we left off, writing and recording, and see where it takes us. I think that we're trying to expand give ourselves a little more creative elbow room than we've had, and it's a little more feasible for us to like work in that space now than it was before. So yeah, probably gonna just take it up slightly more time to make it follow up. But I don't. I mean, we're all pretty impatient, and are just really. I mean, we've been talking about getting back in the studio since we left
the studio.
In February. So.
Well, congrats, man. It's a great album, 1,000 Days. I really love the track Dovetail, and Passage of the Dream is just gorgeous. So everyone should check those out, and thanks for doing it, man. Best of luck. It's great to see you guys live.
Thank you.